Yo, book nerds, I cannot believe we are halfway through 2025. So let's check in on my reading goals and see how I am doing. So I had set 4 reading goals for the year. The first one was to read 11 books. I know compared to other booktubers that number is extremely low, but I have no shame in saying like I cannot keep up with other booktubers and how they read like 7 books a month. Like I can't do that. Not in my current lifestyle anyway, with my kids, with school, with working, like I can't do it, guys. So, and I have other hobbies too. So 11 books for the year was my goal. I currently have read 6 books, and that's not counting everything I've been reading for grad school, all the children's books that I read for my kids. So I have read 6. I am currently working on number 7. So let's quick run through those so you can see what I have read if you haven't been keeping up with my book reviews. So I have read the Iliad by Homer, the Odyssey by Homer, the Oresteia, Agamemnon, the Libation Bearers, the Eumenides by Aeschylus, the Aeneid by Virgil, the Jungle Books by Rudyard Kipling, and then the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. So I am currently on book number 7 for the year, which is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. So we are definitely chipping away at that goal. I am very pleased with where I am at. I don't foresee any issue with finishing it. I hopefully will surpass 11 books for the year. My second reading goal was to read 4 books that are commonly taught in English classes, at least where I am at in the world. Maybe it's different where you are, but I had created a video, and in that video I talk about books that are on my physical TBR that I have not read yet, that are commonly taught in English classes that I could potentially be teaching someday. So I wanted to read 4 books off of that TBR video list. So currently I have read 2. So we're halfway there. We're making progress. The 2 that were on that list was the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. So we are halfway there. I have plans for what 2 books I'm thinking about. In the front running for that, I would say it would be The Martian by Andy Weir, and I have a collection of Edgar Allan Poe works that I am considering reading as well. So those are probably the 2 that are like frontliners for completing that goal, but don't hold me to it, because if my mood changes, then that might change as well. The Martian is probably going to be top of the list because of the job that I just got for fall, because I know that the school reads The Martian. I haven't gotten to like get my hands on the curriculum. They don't have a set curriculum, but they have like things that they read each year. They have kind of a roadmap for the year. So I don't know if it's on the list yet for this coming year, but I know they've read it in the past. So I think that's going to be top of my list for sure, since I know it is read at the school I'm going to be teaching at. So even if it's not read in my classes, then I can at least be in on the conversations with other students and other teachers. So that most likely will happen, I will say, unless something really changes my plans. My third goal for the year was to complete a series that I've already started. I didn't have many series that I needed to complete that I've already started. I've been slowly chipping away at my unfinished series over the years. I had 3 series that were like in the running for it. So currently I'm working on it because it's the Hunger Games series. So I've read the original trilogy. I'd never read the prequels. So I am reading the prequels, and I am going to probably reread the original trilogy, because I want to see if the prequels kind of change my perception of the original trilogy. So once I finish Sunrise on the Reaping, I'm going to go into the Hunger Games trilogy, the original trilogy. My fourth and final official goal for the year was to complete a bookshelf tour. I have been asked a few times over the last couple years to do a bookshelf tour, and I never have. And I always say I'm going to. So this year I set it as a goal so I would have more incentive to actually do it. And I have not done it yet. So I did say when I made the goal that it would probably be in summer when I did it. So the fact that I haven't done it yet isn't a huge surprise. The reason I'm waiting right now is because school is so intense right now and I'm so busy, and doing a bookshelf tour takes some time to record because of setup and just the vast amount of books that I have. So I am waiting until my summer classes are done to record that. I'm also waiting because I borrowed a book to someone. I borrowed one to my brother, and I am hoping to get that back before I have to record my bookshelf tour, because I don't want to have a book missing from my collection when I'm showing you my collection. So hopefully I can get that back from him before I want to record. I convinced my brother to read The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings this year, and my brother does not read like ever. So the fact that I got him to read The Hobbit and he has gone on to The Lord of the Rings and is now on the final book, like, he's reading The Return of the King right now. So like, I am not going to rush him because I'm so proud that he is reading for once in his life. Like, he's not a book lover. So I am so happy, and I don't want to rush him, and he can take as long as he needs to read it. But I will hopefully get the book back soon, and then I will do a bookshelf tour. Like, I have not forgotten. It is on my to-do list. I actually have it on my recording schedule. It'll likely be in August. So I'm thinking of doing 2 bookshelf tours. I'm thinking of doing one for my read shelves and then one for my unread shelf. We'll see. I guess we'll see how long the video is once I do my read shelves, and see if I want to just include my unread shelf or if I want to break it up into 2 videos. So we'll just see. It's still gonna happen. That's it for my official goals. I have an unofficial challenge that I'm doing right now. My library in town is doing an adult reading program this year. They always do a kid program, but this is the first time I've seen them doing an adult one. And if you read 5 books this summer, you can put your name in a raffle, and I don't know what you win. I don't know what the prizes are, but it sounded like fun, so I signed up. But currently I've only read 1 book, so we'll see if I finish that. I honestly don't know if I will. I know for many of you, 5 books in the summer, that's no big deal. But you know what? I have been really busy with school, and I've also just been not in a reading slump, but school has me burned out, and I'm so busy with school, and I also have just been trying to spend as much time with my kids as possible. Last weekend we went to the zoo. The weekend before we had Taylor's sister's wedding, and I'm just there's a lot of family stuff going on, and I'm just enjoying spending time with my kids outside and just soaking up the summer with them. And I loved The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, really loved it. And I'm not disliking Sunrise on the Reaping, but it is taking me a long time to get into it. I'm not fully invested yet. I'm on chapter 9. It's been really slow going. Not just because of the book, because I have so much going on in my personal life and I just haven't been reading as much, but I also just haven't felt the draw to I need to read this right now. I'm not disliking it by any means. It's just I'm not fully invested yet. So I'm hoping it'll pick up soon and I'll get invested, because I want to really like this book and I have heard great things about it. So I hope I didn't set my standards too high for it, and that's what's going on. But I guess we'll see. Again, I'm not super far into it, so a lot could change. But I wouldn't call it a reading slump yet, but I'm really just not forcing myself to read right now, because that will lead me to a reading slump. I just I'm kind of coasting right now. You know, like your hobbies, they kind of have highs and lows. Like sometimes you're super involved in them, sometimes you're not. And right now I'm just kind of in that like valley, and it'll peak again eventually. I know it will, but like right now I'm just like kind of riding that wave where it's like I just don't feel like reading right now, and I'm not going to force it because I'm enjoying spending time with my kids and doing other things right now and trying to like do things that get me out of my house because I spend so much time on the computer for grad school right now. And yeah, I've been reading so many like research reports and research studies, and it's a lot. And so yeah, I'm just kind of coasting with my reading. I'm not forcing it. And if I don't read 5 books for the library thing, I am not gonna like beat myself up about that. Like it is what it is. So I'm more focused on my yearly goals than trying to do this in the summer. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So whatever. But anyway, that's how I'm doing on my reading goals for the year. Overall, I'm really happy with where I'm at. I haven't checked any of them off the list completely, but I've been chipping away at all of them, or at least have plans for them. So it's all good. I'm very content with where I'm at and feel confident I can finish them before the year is over. Let me know in the comments how you're doing on your reading goals for 2025, and we can chat. Like, reading goals should not be like a stressor. I feel like they should push you, yes, but if they're sucking the fun out of reading, then toss them out the window. There's no shame in not completing a reading goal. My reading goals, I don't feel like they've been like sucking the fun out of it. I'm just dealing with that little like lull in like wanting to read, but I don't really feel like it's come from my goals particularly. But that is life. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys, and I will talk to you next Monday. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks for talking books with me.